Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go. 65, 65.
Garoppolo on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one who has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now Gordon. The tackle was by the Boston College product. Harold Landry.
The tackle made by Harold Landry. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. 180. Check 53. Watch the slap.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. 11, 11, 11, 11. 21, 21.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Titans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Ito Smith. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mariota now from the 50. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
The 46-yard line.
Mike, 49. Rip left, rip left.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there by Gordon. 48 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A toss play. Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure you can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Three.
1st down, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
There's the part now. Watch the safety creep.
Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. Got an open man. It's Kringle. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Six.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Mariota now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Desmond King making the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mariota. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On play action. Now Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go, here we go. 21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Uzomah. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go,
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo looks to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
54's Mike. Check.
Hey, Delta.
54.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 180.
Check 53. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
On first down, Garoppolo. This is Gordon on the dump off. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
Check your hot read.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Garoppolo again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. 180.
53 is the mark.
Six.
Watch the screen. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go back to Gordon here on first down, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go. 180.
53, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the 27, Garoppolo sets up the screen to Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. This is Gordon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
X3, 218, chopper.
On second down now, it's Logan. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown of the new season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Mariota dancing to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. 9 yards that time.
The Chargers first down.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
11.
Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
To throw is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville, it's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
21. Here we go.
Watch the shift.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 7. Second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 47-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80.
54 Mike. Come on.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Chargers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mariota to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Joseph now to have the PAT.
2
fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 29, Garoppolo going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Number 53.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mariota. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They run it here with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go. 180!
51.
Kill.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 180!
Check 53. They can't hang with us.
On first down, Gordon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for our visitors, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. More bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat
eat, well, watch I eat now. Like, how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Rick Rock. Tip-top. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Go. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet, cross the road. I guess the road is my home, and there's so many milkers bird in my dome, and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GP 20, yeah. VVS, Liberty, yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Nino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. Get it right away. Take you through my day-to-day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold, I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
Put this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laugh.
In my health, lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody